Howdy folks, this morning's soap is going to be a derby soap. Comes in this container here. It's no longer in there. I took a cheese grater to it, put it in a mug, and got it from a UK website, The Modern Man. This is the mug that it's in. Got it whipped up here. This knot that I replaced in this brush is a horsehair knot. Mostly white. If you look close enough, you'll see a black hair or two somewhere up in there, but for the most part it's a white hair knot. Took a little bit of work to get the old knot out. The old knot, they had hair all around on the outside, but through the center all that hair was missing. And I bought it at an antique store quite some time ago and had the knot for quite a while, and finally decided to get brave enough to see if I can remove the knot without messing the handle up, and was able to get it out and got it in there, and I think I got it in there fairly straight. It was a little bit of work because the glue, the epoxy, whatever they used, it was a chore to get out of there. Yesterday I did a shave with Wilkinson sword in a tub, and this derby soap I've had for a little while, and decided maybe I'll see how it works. I only paid like $2 for it. That's quite a bit of soap in there for $2. Now we'll see if what kind of shave we get with this one. Mentioned yesterday with the Wilkinson sword that the didn't seem like it was all that slick, and maybe that had something to do with the water. No water affects how it lathers, which this lathered up just fine, not an issue. Neither did the Wilkinson sword. I didn't have any problems getting it to lather, but the slickness was a bit of an issue, so I was kind of wondering maybe a pre-shave might have been in order for this one. For the Wilkinson sword, not this one. Find out here. The shaver of the day, this one here I've had for a while. It's a Quick Change DE shaver here. Got from Italian Barber. This will be my first time using this one. It's got a Personna blade in it, and it's a twist to open. It's a little bit different than some of your other DE shavers in that there's no overhang. So for those that shave underneath the nose, that might be a good thing for you there. It's not all that heavy, but it's not all that light either. It's somewhere in between, I would say. Medium weight. I don't really recall off the top of my head how much it weighs. I think I paid $4.99 for it. Thought it was worth a try. Especially if you're just starting out, not too sure about this way of shaving. $5 for a razor is not a bad price at all. It's a great price if it works for you. There is a little bit of feedback with this razor. I have to say it's a pretty good shaver for the money already, especially if it lasts any length of time. Which, just looking at the construction of the razor itself, it looked like it was fairly well made. Especially for $5, that's you darn near had to sell that at cost, it would think. Even the wee sheet, you know, is usually right around the $10 mark or more. I would have to say this soap here, it might be just a tad slicker. As it goes for the scent, it has not, well, it's pretty close. Maybe not quite, the scent streak maybe not be as quite as strong as Arco, but it is a clean smelling scent similar to Arco. It's a different scent than the Wilkinson Sword. I think the Wilkinson Sword had more of a linen to it, and this one's a clean scent to it. That's by my nose. Your nose would probably be something different. But for $2, oh, and it was $3.98 for the Wilkinson Sword when I ordered it on eBay. These prices are pretty inexpensive, so picking up a pre-shave, whether it's an oil or a soap or whatever the case might be, over a long period of time, you're still getting a pretty inexpensive shave. For me, the scent, I like it. I like Williams also, so there you go. This for me is more based on how good of a shave can you get with it. Especially at that price point. Because if you can spend $2–4 on a tub of soap, get around 4 ounces of soap at that price, and if you can get a good shave with it, even a pre-shave soap will last you a good long while. They're not that expensive. And I say a pre-shave soap, I guess you might say the general consensus with Cremo Cream. Usually you find that at Walmart and Target. Of course you can find it online. That it's a very slick soap. You look on the packaging, it says 90 plus shaves. Back when I first started wet shaving in 2015, that was one of the ones I started with. And it doesn't give you a whole lot of cushion, but the slickness is, I mean, it is very slick. It is very slick. So a number of guys that I've been reading over time don't particularly care for using it for a for their primary shaving soap, for instance, but they use it for a pre-shave. And that might be in order with some of these if you're not quite getting the slickness that you need. Because in other words, if I was, even though I didn't shave with with Wilkinson Sword, or this one at least not yet, with a shavette, that to me is one of your real tests with a shavette or a straight razor. You know, you gotta have good slickness, or you're gonna run into problems. And if I was already feeling like I was not getting the slickness I need with a DE shaver or a single edge, quite sure I'm going to have a problem when I shave with a shavette. But I didn't use a pre-shave with it, and that might make all the difference in the world. Even though you're looking at your cost, Walmart Cremo Cream I think is $5.99 depending on your scent. If you look at, depending on where you go also, I noticed at Target, it seems like for whatever reason, the women's scent, they want, I think, $2 more than what they would for like a manly scent, if you will. Not sure why it's like that, but what I was looking for, I was looking to the lavender is what I was hunting for. You figure a lavender pre-shave with a lavender soap, you know, kind of see where I was going with it. I don't know if I would call this a mild shaver. Using a Gillette Tech as a rule of thumb. Don't know if I would say that it's a mild shaver, but it's not aggressive. It's somewhere in between. Maybe just a tad bit less than medium. Just a little, not a whole lot. Seems pretty easy to find the angle. If feedback bothers you, I would have to say this is not the razor for you, because there is feedback with this razor. Because you can hear that blade going through the whiskers. At least it is with mine. Pretty much a 3-pass shave. And if you're looking for something along the lines of BBS, you'll have pickups. But if you're looking for the what is referred to as a socially acceptable shave, even the pickups aren't that much, so it's a pretty decent shaver. In other words, it's not so mild that it doesn't feel like you got a close shave. This is pretty normal through here for me. But that'll do it. It's a pretty decent shaver for $5, $2 for the soap, because the soap, it's just it's a tad bit more slicker than the Wilkins Sword. Excuse me. Of course, you know, when you're looking at cost, okay, so you pay $2 for the Derby and let's say $4 for the Wilkins Sword. Well, part of that on the Wilkins Sword you have to attribute to the fact that you were paying for the plastic container where this came in cardboard. So if you didn't already have a mug or a bowl that you were going to put this in, something to think about, excuse me. I didn't know if I wanted, over time, would trust that bowl being, you know, made out of cardboard. Over time, having water in it, you know, it's going to be, the soap's going to last a long time. That's a lot of soap. I need to figure out, I'll put down below how much soap all that is, but that's build up a pretty decent mug. There's not a whole lot of room at the top, be lathering out at the top, but it was pretty effortlessly. It didn't take a whole lot of effort to lather this up. And my horsehair knot is these bristles are very soft. And I think I've had this knot for over a year. In other words, had plans in trying to reknot some of these. If I ever worked up the nerve, you know, afraid to screw up the handle. But this knot is a very soft knot. So in other words, it's not like a stiff bore knot where it dig into the soap. That's not the case. It's a pretty soft bristled knot. It's very nice. Quite happy with this knot. I know some, you know, talk about horsehair being pokey and whatnot, and this knot here, I think I got I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it was over a year. Boy, this knot is really nice. It is soft. It is about as soft as I would compare it to a synthetic knot. It's almost that soft. Got a good buy on it. Quite happy with it. Unfortunately, I guess you might say that website is no longer available. At least I can't find it. that knot being sold somewhere else or anything like that. So, and that's the only knot I got. So, shucky darns, huh? Got some witch hazel Thayers with aloe. Because those bristles are really soft. It took nothing to lather that soap up. Yep, that took it'll take many more, how can you say, web searches, page flips. Try to find another one like that. That's going to be tough. I'm going to follow the shave up with Clubman. Figure just be proper. It's too bad that soap there, that's not half bad for, especially for $2. Like I say, it's got a tad bit more slick, just enough slickness where you can, I feel like you can get a decent shave. I'll have to revisit the Wilkinson sword, make sure that the first initial one I got is going to be consistent throughout. I feel like I've been shaving long enough, as it goes for whipping up lather and the face prep, you know, where's your pre-shave and whatnot, that I've got that down under control. That wasn't quite the factor. I'll use a different blade too, because I was using a single edge. I'll compare it to a DE shave. Maybe that's where the difference is at. Because I know there's not that many that's going to be shaving with a straight razor or a shavette. It's good stuff here. Had a great shave once again. If you're looking for an inexpensive shaver, I've been able to find this one here pretty consistent. Every once in a while it's sold out. It's a twist open. That's what it looks like on the inside there. For $4.99. This is a pretty good shaver. Can't complain a bit. Don't know how the hardware is going to handle 20 years worth of use, but for $5, I think you're going to get your money's worth. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.